All right guys, so now I'm going to use this jack here to help me support this flange as we go to fit it up. And here I'm adjusting the height, just kind of estimating about where the flange sits at there. Setting this flange on here, you know, holding it pretty square to the pipe. Now we're going to be looking at the alignment of the ID, which is more crucial than the actual alignment of the OD. And sometimes it will be a little different, and most of the time it's actually very close. So I have a fit up clamp here to help us hold it so we can set our spacing and get it ready for tacking up. So I like to leave the open side on top where the welder is going to tack, just to give him more room. And when we tighten this down, we try to get these adjuster nuts here on the edge of the flange. And if you notice, it's got a kind of a cutout on it that we have some room for adjustment when you do tighten it down to the pipe. I'm going to lock it down to the pipe now. So now I'm going to adjust to line up the ID. This may take a little bit, and this may take some loosening and tightening on either side to try to get it to line up. Okay, so I'm going to start moving this back out for our gap. Most welders typically like a 5/32 or a 1/8 inch gap. So now I'm going to get our spacer, and I'm going to put this in between our two bevel edges. And then now I'm going to push on this flange to where all edges of the spacer are touching. As you can see now, we have the flange held up. Our ID is lined up here. You can feel around. All right guys, so we're going to get ready to tack our flange here. Just as a note, I did not two-hole this because it is on a straight piece of pipe, and the orientation right now, it does not matter. So I'm going to go ahead and tack the top. So I'm going to be using a 70S6 1/8 wire. I'm running about 80 amps here. And for the welders, I like to kind of give like a 1-inch tack that still lets the fitter be able to move and square this pipe, but it's also big enough to not let the flange try to twist or misalign when we go to square it up and level it up. So now I'm going to remove this clamp. See here, we need to level this pipe a little bit. And now we're going to put this level in this direction here. So now we can level this out, and that'll ensure that our pipe is square with our flange. I'm going to use a wedge to basically put in there to get the adjustment we need, and then we'll remove it after we tack. We'll go ahead and tack the bottom. Now you verify that pipe's still square. I'm going to go ahead and remove this wedge. I'm also going to remove this jack from here. So now we're going to rotate this 90 degrees and repeat the process here for the same sides. Okay, so we are level there. We're actually very close to being level there. It maybe needs to pull a little bit in this direction. So I'm going to go ahead and tack the top as the tack tends to draw in, and that'll move it just a little bit we need. So now I'm going to rotate this to the other side and go ahead and tack the other side. We got our flange and our 90 here ready to tack. End here is level, our two-hole is level. So again guys, I like putting a 1-inch tack. That keeps